It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Lawrence High School, this is the latest edition of New Jersey High School Baseball on the WBCB Sports Network. Today's broadcast wouldn't be possible without our great sponsors, Team Toyota, Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health System, Revere Restaurant, Hamilton Township Education Association, the New Jersey Education Association, Hamilton Township School District, Saul Funeral Homes, Hamilton Township Division of Health, Jammer Doors, Haldeman Ford, Blend Restaurant, the Trentonian, the Trenton Thunder, Italian People's Bakery, and Hyundai of Trenton. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to the WBCB Sports Network alongside the soon-to-be Steiner Hall of Famer Rich Fisher. I'm Andrew Myers. Fish, it's a brisk day. Feels more like football weather than baseball weather. We should have a good class here today. A Lawrence team, we know about it. They've been great over the last 2 seasons under Jim Mayer. And a West team with a lot of returning players from last season under second-year head coach Jerry Gomez Jr. Should be an intriguing matchup today.
Absolutely, and you're right about the brisk day. I mean, if it's early April in Central Jersey, forget about it. It's cold weather. But you are right, my friend. You know what? We have a really interesting pitching matchup today. We got one team's ace going against another team's, I guess you could call him question mark. Jimmy Mayer is sending junior right-hander Aiden Poot to the mound for Lawrence, and Jerry Gomez will counter with senior left-hander A.J. Madalena. This will be Madalena's first high school start since May 12th, 2023. A.J. underwent Tommy John surgery in September of that year, and he hit a lusty .361 last year, but he wasn't allowed to pitch. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Madalena throws the ball, what kind of command he has of his pitches, how long he can go. I guess he's being a little bit of a short leash, but I'll tell you what, if he could produce on the mound, it would give Hamilton a huge boost. He threw 21 in the third innings as a freshman, just 7 in the third innings as a sophomore. I guess his arm was starting to conk out then. He's got good career numbers. He's got a 1.71 ERA and 19 strikeouts in 28 and 2/3 innings. Now, Lawrence counters with one of the CVC's top hurlers. After being sidelined by injury the first half of his freshman year, Aiden Poot's been outstanding ever since. He and Deacon Moore, Jimmy Mayer says both of them are Division I pitchers. Poot, he owns the Cardinals' only loss this year. They're 2-1. That came on opening day at Conwell Egan in Pennsylvania. But Poot pitched well in that game. He allowed 1 earned run, struck out 5 in 5 innings. He's got a fastball, a curveball, and a changeup that he uses occasionally but effectively. Got a career 2.42 ERA. Brought that down from 7.20 after his freshman year. And how about this? Struck out 92 and walked just 17 in 66 and 2/3 innings. So in his first game in almost 2 years, Madalena's got the challenge of keeping his team in a game against an outstanding mound opponent. Now, offensively, these two teams could not be more different in how they started. Hamilton's hitting .321 as a team, 4 guys over .375. And the Cardinals, hard to believe this, an anemic 182 so far. And Mayer said, his team's pitching has been great, but he says the defense and hitting really has to improve. So kind of hard, Andrew, to figure out how this game's going to play out. If Madalena can return to form, we should have a good pitching duel. But, both of these offenses can hit the ball. I'm sure Lawrence will break out sooner or later, and Hamilton's already shown it can hit. So, Cardinals will become a CVC power. West is trying to regain its status as one of the conference's top teams. This is going to be a really good measuring stick for the Hornets. We'll see what happens, and we're happy that you're at home and warm watching us while we are out on the front lines here freezing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And West got a bit of a boost in that win against Nottingham on Monday. Peter Leonard-Say threw a complete game for them. He lost the shutout in the 7th inning of that 7-1 victory. Got 10 strikeouts in that matchup, so they should have some fresh arms coming out of the bullpen to follow A.J. Madalena, assuming he doesn't throw a complete game himself.
Right.
And Aiden Poot on the mound doing his warm-up pitches right now for the Cardinals. You talked about it, Fish, one of the premier pitchers in the CVC this season, coming off a season where he had a 1.40 ERA, 75 strikeouts, and just 8 walks. He was one of the many phenomenal pitchers for Jim Mayer and this Cardinals staff. They lost a couple of those guys in Robert Kelly, and Kellen Moore.
Yep.
But still, they returned Deacon Moore, who had a 2.62 ERA from last year. Aiden Crowley had a 2.88 ERA. Just top to bottom, this is a phenomenal pitching staff, and Aiden Poot leads the lines for them.
Yeah, he, I asked Mayer, I said, is Poot your ace? And he says him and Deacon Moore are both D1 pitchers. I said, does that mean co-ace? And he said, yeah, I guess co-ace. So there you have it. But yeah, Poot, he had that slow start his freshman year. Then he came in a state tournament game, and I forget who they played, but he threw an unbelievable game. And I forget if that was in the quarters or the semis. He didn't start, but he came in relief as a freshman and shut down the other team, and he's just been savvy ever since. Last year against PDS, he pitched a 5-inning perfect game and struck out 10 of the 12 guys that he faced, or 10 of the 15 guys that he faced. So this kid can bring it.
And Poot will be tasked with taking on a West lineup that put up 7 runs on Monday in a win against Nottingham, 10 hits in that game as well. And we'll run through that starting lineup for you real quick before first pitch. It's Tyrone Krupe stepping in the box. He leads things off at short, and the pitcher AJ Madalena follows him at second. And Anthony Zuccarello, the catcher, bats third. The 3-2 up in this top of the first inning as Poot sets and deals the first pitch in there for a strike, and we are underway.
Jerry Gomez taking his place down the third base box. Gomez, a former Hornets standout, now in his second year as a head coach, going against the wily veteran Jimmy Mayer.
Breaking ball from Poot gets Krupe to chase, and it's quickly 0-2. Poot from the stretch. 0-2 misses high. Good take from Tyrone Krupe.
Yep. Good waste pitch by Poot.
Krupe drove in both runs that West scored in last year's matchup against Lawrence, a 5-2 win for the Cardinals. Breaking ball, it's a ground ball to the left side. Diving attempt by the third baseman, Connor Williver, but it gets past him into left field. And West wasting no time today. First batter up, Krupe drives one into left, and it's a leadoff single.
The proverbial that ball had eyes.
Rest of the lineup for West, you mentioned Madalena, who's up now, and Zuccarello following him. And it's Bobby List at the third in the cleanup spot. He's at first base. Simeon McDaniel follows him in the 5 spot. He's at second. Center fielder Derek Hansen bats 6. Peter Lanusay, the left fielder, bats 7th. Tazi, the third baseman, is 8th. And rounding out the lineup, the right fielder, Jeffrey Segura.
See how Hamilton plays this. Traditionally, they like to scrap out their runs, traditionally, steal a base, bunt them over. I don't think they did it as much last year with Jerry as a new coach as they did with Mo Masseri. But they usually, Hamilton and Steiner both, they like to scrap out those runs.
Swing and a miss from Madalena after a pickoff attempt at first base, and the Hornets pitcher's down 0-2.
And Madalena's got a nice hole. If he can pull the ball, get it through that right side.
Madalena way back in the box. That pitch just missing low, says the home plate umpire.
Notice how bright those bases are. Jimmy Mayer was out here painting them this afternoon.
Yeah, looking good.
Although he painted them on the sidewalk out behind the dugout, he goes, I guess I should have done this on the field. It's just there's all these white outlines out there.
Swing and a miss from Madalena as he chases one low.
Good pitch.
First strikeout is the first out of the day, recorded by Aiden Poot on the mound. And now Anthony Zuccarello will step in. The defense behind Aiden Poot, it's Drew Dobkin doing the catching behind the plate. Aiden Crowley's at first base. Yariel Guzman at second. Left side infield of Seneca Sumner's at short and Connor Williver at third. And the Lawrence outfield left to right is Josh Pekrowski, Deacon Moore, and Teak Tutto in right field. Taking off for second base is Krupe. He slides in head first safely as the throw from Dobkin leaks into center field. And there is that stolen base and the base stealing prowess that you mentioned.
Yep.
Finish for West.
And I wonder why they waited till I'm guessing he waited out to 1 out because I guess he wanted Madalena to to have that hole to shoot for, try to get it to the right side and get him over. Once that didn't happen, he sent him.
First pitch strike to Zuccarello, and he swings through that second pitch. Go 2. Zuccarello 3 for 8 through 2 games. West, we mentioned, defeating Nottingham on Monday. They lost to Notre Dame 8-3 in their opener. Pitch misses high, 1-2.
Yeah, West. I don't think there's any question West will hit the ball this year. Their big problem last year was throwing strikes. The pitchers just gave up too many bases on balls and ran too many deep counts. And, aside from walks, they were running deep counts where they gave hitters a chance to sit on pitches, and that's going to be a key for Hamilton. It's always a key for everybody.
Right.
But Hamilton really struggled with it last year.
1-2 breaking ball, and he gets Zuccarello to chase it down and out of the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Aiden Poot. And now with 2 away, Bobby Lipset the third will step in.
Poot, not a real big pitcher, but he can hump it up there pretty good. And he's getting bigger. He's been, working out, lifting the weights, trying to make himself a specimen that D1 coaches will want to recruit.
And Poot, a junior this season, so he has pretty much 2 full years to go.
Yep. He can also hit the ball.
Yeah, Poot in the 3 spot today in the lineup for Lawrence. Both pitchers toward the top of the lineup. Madaleno is hitting second for West. Swing and a miss from Bobby Lipset. 1-1 the count to him.
Poot doing a good job of getting ahead of these guys, too.
Krupe leads off a second.
Yep.
That pitch misses away to Bobby Lipset, 2-1.
Yep, as soon as I said he's getting ahead, boom, 2-1.
Poot delivers right down the chute, and he's challenging Lipset, say, hit my best stuff, and Lipset swings through it.
Yeah, that ball had some oomph to it.
2-2 the count to the Hornets cleanup hitter with a runner on second. Right down the chute once again, and Lipset takes that one for strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts for Aiden Poot after he allowed the leadoff single to Tyrone Krupe. Nothing doing for the Hamilton West Hornets in the top of the first. The Lawrence Cardinals coming to bat for the first time today when we come back.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, this is Dr. Rocco, Superintendent of Hamilton Township School District. I'd like to wish all of our student athletes and coaches a great spring sports season, and I'd like to wish all of our HTSD students success in the remainder of the school year.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it. Bottom of the first inning, as the Lawrence Cardinals will come to bat for the first time, and their lineup reads as so. Deacon Moore, the center fielder, leads off, followed by Drew Dobkin, the catcher, and Aiden Poot, the pitcher, bats third. Teak Toto in the cleanup spot, he is in right field. Connor Williver, the third baseman, is 5th. Then batting 6th is Josh Vikralski, he's the left fielder. Seneca Sumner, the shortstop, bats 7th. Aiden Crowley, the first baseman, in the 8th spot. And in the 9 hole, it's Yariel Guzman, the second baseman.
Remember when the temperatures used to get up in the 70s and the 80s, and Charlie Manuel used to say, "It's hitting weather, boys."
Yes, sir, it's hitting season.
It's not hitting season today. you can foul one off and your hands will feel it.
Madalena quickly ahead on Deacon Moore, 0-2. Southpaw on the mound for West for the first time in nearly 2 years. Another breaking ball, and he gets Moore to swing through that one. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a strikeout.
How's that for pumping up your confidence in first batter after not pitching for 2 years? No, I don't know. I don't know if he did any pitching, for travel ball or anything like that. I just know he hasn't started in high school.
Madalena fires that one in there inside for a ball. To Drew Dobkin.
I had enough of them that 5 minutes I was in there that day.
Dobkin, a pair of hits and 3 walks already this season. That one in there for a strike, 1-1. Lawrence 2-1 coming into this game. Both those wins coming against CVC opponents. As that pitch gets by the catcher Anthony Zuccarello. They opened up the season with a 3-0 loss to Conwell Egan over in PA, but then they grabbed 4-2 win against PDS, followed by a 6-2 victory over West Windsor Plainsboro North. Dobkins swings through it. It's 2-2.
Kind of like the way, I mean, it's only been one plus batter, but you got to be encouraged if you're Jerry Gomez.
2-2, a fly ball into right field. Not moving much is Jeffrey Segura, and he gets to the spot to make the play. 2 away. So now Aiden Poot steps in, the Cardinals pitcher. And a pretty bold move here, Fish, as he's going no batting gloves.
Oh, yeah. Who said pitchers aren't athletes? No gloves.
Poot, a phenomenal pitcher, but also a great hitter. Last year during his sophomore season, he hit .333 with a .366 slugging percentage.
And this year he's .444, leads the team, 4 for 9. Think he's wearing those no gloves to intimidate Madalena? Say, hey, look how tough I am.
Yeah, perhaps.
Madalena, there's a strike.
Madalena fires that one in, catches the inside of the zone, and it's 1-2.
A.J. Madalena, been a mainstay on this team since his freshman year.
Madalena sets and deals, misses low for ball 4, and Poot works a 2-out walk.
Here comes another tough hitter. Teak Toto, 333.
Teak Toto 3 for 9 on the season, hit a home run, a solo shot against West Windsor Plainsboro North last time out.
Lefty versus lefty.
Pitch misses low and gets past Zuccarello. He didn't realize it at first. And Poot's easily going to get to second base.
That didn't go in the dirt, right? That was pretty much a pass ball. Did you see it bounce?
No, I didn't see
either.
It bounce there,
Yeah, I think that's a PB.
A couple balls have gone by Zuccarello already in this first inning. Runner in scoring position now for the Cardinals. That pitch catches the zone, 1-1 to Teak Toto. Toto, the senior, hit .316 last season. Breaking ball misses low, good take. Have a quick word with his pitcher. Talk about the Lawrence pitching staff being phenomenal last season. Their offense was pretty great too. 5.8 runs per game for the Cardinals last season. 22-6 finish
Yeah, lost to Allentown in the sectional final.
Pitch misses low, 3-1. Yeah, Allentown's the one CVC team that's given Lawrence fits with Jim Mayer at the helm. He's 31-4 with Lawrence against CVC teams, and 3 of those 4 losses are against Allentown.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Pitch in the dirt. Nice job by Zuccarello to keep it in front of him, and it's back-to-back walks issued by A.J. Maddalena as Toto reaches base.
Yeah, I mean, Maddalena came out, fired strikes, first 2 batters, all over, right on the plate. Now, kind of lost that location.
He struck out the leadoff hitter Deacon Moore on 3 straight pitches. Got Dobkin to fly out to right on a 2-2 pitch, and now back-to-back walks. And that first pitch is a ball to Connor Williver. Williver gets this one to drive into left field. Good read by Lanusay, but he's not going to get to it. Rounding third and coming in to score is Aiden Poot. And Lawrence with some 2-strike damage in the bottom of the first inning. Cardinals are on top first.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, you know what? That's good teams do things like that. They, you know, just because 2 guys making out, you're still dangerous.
Connor Williver extends his team lead in RBIs. He has 4 now. Toto goes to second, and first pitch swinging is Josh Vakrowski to short, but it's picked up by Tyrone Krupe, and he takes it the short way to second base for the final out of the inning. The Cardinals strain a couple, but they bring across the first run of the day on an RBI single off the bat of Connor Williver. 1-0 Lawrence through 1.
What do you want?
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
The 2025 Hamilton Area YMCA Sawmill Summer Camp is open for registration for campers, kindergarten through age 15. Campers unplug, explore, and grow at Sawmill Summer Camp on 50 beautiful acres of outdoor space. Campers enjoy swimming, STEM, sports, games, recreational activities, camper achievement, special events, and theme weeks. For more information about the various camps offered and to register, visit HamiltonYMCA.org. That's HamiltonYMCA.org. Hamilton Area YMCA Sawmill Summer Camp, a great high-quality day camp experience.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. First pitch to Simeon McDaniel to lead off the top of the second is a ball. Lawrence Cardinals striking first in this one. Damage coming with 2 outs as well. A.J. Maddalena struck out the first batter he faced, got Drew Dobkin to fly out to right, and then issued 2 consecutive walks to Aiden Poot and Teak Toto before Connor Williver drove in Poot.
What's the age-old saying, Andrew? Walks will kill you.
Yep.
I think they said that before they even said play ball.
This one eats up the shortstop, Seneca Sumners. Thought about still firing over to first, but McDaniel cruising down the line is able to get there.
You know what? That's going to be an error. That's a tough error because the ball hit the mound, and as it came and he came over, it short hopped him, and when it short hopped, it kind of rolled up his arm. Yeah, it did kind of eat him up. You're right.
Sumner's taken over at shortstop this season for Robert Kelly, one of the stalwarts of this Cardinals team the last couple seasons.
Yep, Kelly and Kellen Moore, both at D1 schools now, Lehigh and Monmouth.
First pitch strike to Derek Anson.
Second inning in a row now, Hamilton's gotten its leadoff man on. Failed to convert in that first inning.
Poot fires that one in there for a strike, and Anson's quickly behind 0-2. Anson just fighting that one off, a late swing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anson 1 for 3 on Monday in the win against Nottingham. Two breaking ball, and he stays alive once again.
Yeah, he's battling. He didn't really. That was a regular swing. That wasn't like a fight-off swing like the last one, where he was like, "Whoa, I better swing at this."
Right. Anson 1 hit in the game against Lawrence last year. 5-2 win for the Cardinals. That one off the end of the bat to third base, picked up on a backhand by Williver. He fires it across the diamond in time for the first out. McDaniel goes to second base.
Oh, nice job by Anson to get the runner over. Nice play by Williver, too. Came in quick, backhand. Had to make a good, strong throw, and he did it.
So now Peter Lanusay, the left fielder, will step in.
Well, another runner in scoring position for the Hornets.
They stranded Tyrone Krupe at second base in the top of the first. First pitch strike to Lanusay.
That must have been as the most outside on the outside corner as can be. Put it there every game, every pitch. You'll strike every person out in 3 pitches.
Lanusay well late on that one, and it's 0-2. Yeah, for West's game on Monday against Nottingham, the strike zone was pretty wide, and Peter Lanusay, the man up the bat right now, who pitched and threw a complete game for the Hornets, he certainly utilized that outside corner. This one off the end of the bat to third once again. Williver, a couple of hops, able to get it to first. McDaniel takes off on the throw, and he slides in safely at third base and heads up base running by Simeon McDaniel.
Yep, that's vintage Hamilton baseball.
Lanusay is retired for the second out. Now Daniel Tazi steps in with McDaniel on third, 2 away. Tazi 2 for 5 with a pair of RBIs in the early portions of the season. He swings at the first pitch again to Connor Williver. He's a popular guy over there at the hot corner.
Yeah, he's just tied a CVC record.
He makes all 3 plays to retire West. So the Hornets strand another base runner, back-to-back innings. They got the leadoff man on and were unable to bring him in. Lawrence Cardinals lead at 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Division of Health. The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It is important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The Division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the Division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, upcoming clinics, and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. And WBCB sports fans, you can get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant at 911 Route 33 Hamilton. Just mention WBCB Sports and you'll get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant in the heart of Hamilton. Check out their menu at blendbar.com. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0 lead for Lawrence over Hamilton West. Hornets getting runners on the base paths and in scoring position in the first 2 innings, but unable to bring them in.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about opposite innings. Hamilton gets leadoff guy on both times, doesn't score. Lawrence gets 2 outs, nobody on, and scores. Baseball's a funny game, my friend.
Yes, it is. A game of inches.
Well, I don't think that had anything to do with inches.
Fair,
You're just throwing that out.
2-0 to Seneca Sumner's bottom 3 in the Lawrence lineup, due up in the second.
Shockingly, there's not a big crowd here today. You would think of this beautiful weather, they'd want to get out here.
I don't blame anybody for sticking inside today, and hopefully, if you are inside, you're tuned in to us here on the WBCB Sports Network.
That's when I promoted this on my Facebook page. I said, it's cold, so just stay in and watch us. Full count.
Not a bad spot there on the 2-2 pitch from Madalena, but Sumner's takes. Pump of the right leg, and the pitch misses inside for ball 4. Third walk already issued by A.J. Madalena, as Sumner's is aboard with a leadoff walk. Aiden Crowley will step in now. Crowley immediately showing bunt here, pulls it back as that pitch misses away.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him make a move over. Try to keep him close.
Not a big lead for Sumner, and again Crowley shows bunt and makes contact, but it goes foul, 1-1. Jim Mayer relaying the signs down in the third base coach's box. Crowley sticking with the bunt. He pulls that one back as it nearly catches him on the ankle. This time Crowley gets the bunt down right back to the pitcher's mound, and Madalena coming off to make the play. But as you mentioned, Fish, a perfect bunt to get the job done, and Sumner's now in scoring position.
Well, you get a team that can hit the ball and also manufacture runs, and you're going to have a pretty good offense.
Yariel Guzman steps in now. First pitch strike to him. That one off the hands of Guzman. He fouls it away 0-2. Lawrence, their offense taking a little bit to get the motor going this season. They had just 2 hits in their opener against Conwell-Egan, 3 hits in the 4-2 win against PDS, but they walked 5 times in that game. And then they were able to get the bats going with 7 hits against Wentz Windsor Plainsboro North. And Madalena fires that one in there on the inside corner. Guzman watches it go by for strike 3.
Big out. But now you got to deal with the top of this lineup.
Deacon Moore, who struck out on 3 pitches himself in his first at-bat. Guzman just did the same there. Madalena fires that one low. Nice job by Zuccarello to keep it in front. Another pitch misses away. Moore ahead in the count 2-0. Sumner's on second after the leadoff walk. Madalena gives him a look and then fires it home. In there for a strike. Two-one shot through the hole on the right side past the diving Simeon McDaniel. They're going to send around Seneca Sumners, and the throw trickles home, and sliding in safely without a tag is Sumners.
Well, how about that? Another 2-out run for the Cardinals.
Deacon Moore able to drive in the run.
Yeah, what a lift that gives teams to get those runs in with 2 outs. And they've done it 2 different ways. One's 2 out and nobody on, and leadoff guy, they got him, bunted him over, and produced a run that way. So Lawrence just really playing a good all-around game right now.
Not a bad way to get your first hit of the season either for Deacon Moore. He was 0 for 5 and coming into this contest, and then 0 for 6 after a strikeout in his first at-bat. And he drives in his first run of the season as well. Drew Dobkin at the plate now. First pitch ball delivered to him. Breaking ball can't catch the plate. 2-0 to the Cardinals catcher. Pretty healthy lead for Deacon Moore out there at first. Another pitch misses low off the left hand of A.J. Madalena, and Dobkin well ahead, 3-0. Pitch misses low. Dobkin walks on 4 straight pitches to put 2 on base, and time is called now as we'll get a mound visit for the Hornets. We talked about walks being an issue for West last season. And now A.J. Madalena, with just 5 outs recorded, he's already walked 4 Lawrence Cardinals. Today's game brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows. Jammer Doors and Windows is a 4th-generation local family-owned business since 1920, offering Rainer garage doors and openers, the finest garage doors and openers. Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows, sales, service, and installation. And Jammer Doors and Windows does their own installation using no subcontractors, which means fairer prices and more pride in their work, both residential and commercial sales and service. Visit Jammer Doors and Windows at their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Avenue, Business Route 1, Lawrenceville. Their Yardley showroom in the Grist Mill at 10 North Main Street is open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. That's 215-493-7709 for Jammer Doors and Windows.
Connor Crowley comes in, a courtesy run for Dobkin.
Dobkin, the catcher, with 2 away. Look out as that one shot toward the west dugout off the bat of Aiden Poot. Poot walked with 2 outs in the bottom of the first and then came around to score the first run of the game off a Connor Williver RBI single. And he finds himself behind 0-2 now as watches that one go by in the strike zone. Madalena trying to work himself out of this 2-out jam. That one misses inside. One-two misses low. Zuccarello has to scoop it out of the dirt. Two, not a bad spot, but missed away. Good take from Poot.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to take when you're 2 strikes, but
Cal runs full, second full count of the inning. Madalena walked Seneca Sumners on a 3-2 pitch.
go way outside.
And he can't get that one to break right as it misses high, and the bases are now loaded.
Well, I don't know how, if his long absence has something to do with this. I mean, you would think he'd have trouble right off the get-go, but he got the first 2 outs pretty easily. And then ever since, it's just been a complete struggle for A.J. Madalena.
He struck out the first batter he faced on 3 pitches.
Yeah, got a fly out, and then 2 out walk, 2 2-out walks, and then, yeah, it's been rough ever since.
First pitch strike to Teak Toto. So we have another courtesy runner, this time for the pitcher Aiden Poot. It's Ben Hoger. This one, foul ball off the plate. Madalena ahead on Toto, now 0-2. Bases are loaded for the Lawrence Cardinals in the bottom of the second. They've already scored 1 run this inning.
Yeah, he really doesn't want this to get away. You're ahead on the count now. You got to put him away.
And he does just that with a breaking ball. Catches the zone at the knees. Toto not happy with it, but looked good from our vantage point. Third strikeout for A.J. Madalena, and he's able to escape the bases loaded James with 2 away, but the Cardinals do grab another run off an RBI single from Deacon Moore. It's 2-0 Lawrence through 2.
Hi, I'm Merrill Riggs. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 5-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business.
Right before we came back on the air, Andrew heard me groaning as I trying to untangle my legs underneath the table here.
We have tight quarters here, right behind home plate. A little skew towards the first base dugout as this one a pop up into left field, and it's caught by Josh Vakrowski for the first out.
You know, when I was younger, they always used to say, "Oh yeah, your bones are tougher when in cold weather." Can't do. I was like, that's a wives' tale. No, it isn't.
Aiden Poot retires Jeffrey Segura to start things in the top of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, going back to A.J. Madalena, you got to wonder if how much of a lift that could give him. You know, he was 1 pitch away from really being in trouble. A couple more runs could have scored. And he bore down and got a really tough hitter, Teak Toto, with that strikeout. And you just hope for his sake and any kid's sake that hasn't pitched in a year. You want to see him come back and do well.
1-0 catches the zone to Tyrone Krupe, 1-1.
So you just hope that sort of maybe lifted him a little bit. And now I don't know what his pitch count's going to be today either. And on a cold day like today, I don't want to mess around.
This one a shot. One hopper is backing up as Sumner's at short, and his throw a little high and unable to get the foot back on the bag. It was Aiden Crowley. It was a good play by him to keep it in front. Bang, bang play at first. Krupe able to leg it out, though.
Another error on Sumner's.
And this time a throwing error on the Cardinals shortstop.
Yeah, he had plenty of time to get him. his first year. He only had a couple of bats last year, so he's still getting used to varsity play. Big shoes to fill too with Robert Kelly.
Yeah, absolutely.
That guy was one of the top gloves in the entire CVC.
So A.J. Madalena steps in.
Sumner's just a junior.
First pitch strike to Madalena, who struck out his first time up today.
This team is expected to challenge for a county and sectional, possibly a state title this year, and they've only got 2 seniors, right? Connor Crowley and Teak Toto, that see substantial playing time. All the rest are juniors, so you're looking at a team that's in pretty good shape for the next couple of years. And you know, a lot of that came from Jimmy Mayer, just starting his freshmen when they were freshmen. Not afraid to go with young players that he thought could play.
0-2, swing and a miss. As Pook gets Madalena swinging for the second time today. Strikeout number 4 for the Lawrence pitcher. And 2 away now as Anthony Zuccarello steps in. And yeah, what a turnaround it's been for Lawrence under the tutelage of Jim Mayer. They had over 12 consecutive losing seasons.
Yeah, I remember having a conversation with him. I was covering a Nottingham Little League game, and he was there watching. And he told me, I think I'm going to go for the Lawrence job.
Breaking ball misses low, and no.
Stolen base.
Throw down to second as Krupe swipes second base.
I said to him, I go, why would you want that job? I said, it's just a struggling program. He goes, no. He says, they have some good young players. He goes out, he watches the Little League games.
Yep.
And, he's involved in travel ball with where he works and things like that. And he saw the potential. He saw Lawrence won that 12-year-old All-Star tournament a few years back. And he said, no, they have good talent. And so I said, well, you know better than I do. And he took it over, and he started some of those young kids, had some other older kids that meshed in and got to the sectional final that first year. And again last year. Or was it the semifinal last year?
Yeah, semis they lost last year. That right. One off the knob of the bat. If Anthony Zuccarello, foul ball, remains 1-2. Yeah, that loss coming to Allentown, the one CVC team that's given Lawrence problems over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, they grinded out an unbelievable game against Steinert here.
Yep, we were here for that one, the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
And they were actually 1 out away from a 1-0 win, and I believe it was Robert Kelly booting the ball at shortstop that allowed that run to come in and send it to extras.
Yes.
This one to second base, and low throw from Guzman. It's picked up by Aiden Crowley for the out, and that'll do it for the Hornets in the top of the 3rd inning. West stranding a runner in each of the first 3 innings. Aiden Poot able to work around a little bit of business on the bases. We head to the bottom of the 3rd, 2-0 Lawrence.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, president of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
$14.90 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association.
Well, let's see if A.J. Madalena can settle down a little bit. He has walked 5 batters in the first 2 innings. And managed to escape last inning with the bases loaded, but you can't keep walking people because, you know, this Lawrence team will make you pay. 2 of the 5 walks have scored.
It was Aiden Poot drawing a 2-out walk in the first inning, coming in on a Connor Williver RBI single. Then it was Seneca Sumners who led off the bottom of the second with the base on balls, and Deacon Moore drove him in. Connor Williver will lead things off in the bottom of the third for Lawrence. The pitch misses away. A lot of changes to the CVC this year, Fish.
Yeah, with
plenty
the
of
divisions.
turnover on the divisions.
Yeah, for sure.
West, the lone team that was in the Valley last year, remaining in the Valley this season. So Williver fouls that one away. I think you can almost look at West as the favorite in that Valley division just based on the experience that they have.
Yeah.
So this one a drive down the right field line. It's hooking out of play, and did he make? No, I thought he made that catch for a second.
I did too.
Just the wind drew it back and almost into fair territory.
Yeah, exactly. He kind of overran it, and then he had to try to reach back for it.
It's Jeffrey Segura out there, had a long run. And it's a long strike number 2 for Connor Williver.
Yeah, well, who else you got in the Valley? What do you got? Ewing?
Oh, no, Ewing's back over in the Colonial.
That's right,
now.
yeah.
So Valley now is West, Hightstown, Princeton, PDS, Trenton, and then the 2 West Windsor Plainsboro schools.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think Hightstown's going to be bad. They just beat somebody. They beat Steiner, didn't they?
Yeah, Hightstown out to a 3-0 start under head coach James Puglisi.
Yeah.
They won against West Windsor Plainsboro South, Steiner, and then they beat Notre Dame their last time out, so that's another big win for the Rams. This one up the middle, through the glove of A.J. Maddalena, picked up by Krupe at short. Long throw over to first in time to get Connor Williver by a couple of steps. Nice play by the Hornets shortstop for the first out of the inning.
Yes, it was.
Hornets coming off an 11-14 season last year under Jerry Gomez Jr., first season in charge for him last year. They got out to a hot start. They started 5-0. Then they lost 10 of their next 13 games, 13 of their next 17. They struggled a lot against CVC teams.
Yeah, Jerry said, hey, this coach is pretty easy.
Yeah.
5 games in, and then all of a sudden. It was interesting because you had 2 teams in Hamilton Township. They started 5-0 and finished with 11-14. Nottingham started 0-5 and finished 16-8. So it's a long season. If there's ever proof it's a long season, those 2 teams have indicated it there.
Yeah, absolutely. Hornets did reach the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament last year. They took a first-round loss to the eventual sectional champions, Allentown. This one a chopper back to the mound. Coming off the mound to collect it is Maddalena and firing at the first in time.
Nice job by AJ there.
Yeah, it's always a plus when you have a pitcher who can field this position.
Yep. That was not a simple play. He had to, you got to do everything all in one. Everything's got to be fluid there. You got to make the play, turn, and throw, and make a good, strong, accurate throw, and you're throwing from behind the runner. So that's a lot to do all quickly. And again, he's got the first 2 out, just as he did in the first inning. Let's see what he can do here if he can, nail it shut and have a clean inning.
Gets Seneca Sumners to swing through the first pitch for strike. 1 misses away. Sumners, one of 5 to reach base on a walk today for the Cardinals.
Sumner's one of 2 new starters in the lineup.
1-1, shot to right field. Good jump by Jeffrey Segura. He slides but can't make the play. It bounces off of him and towards second base. Big turnaround first for Sumners, but will stay there.
Good job by Sumners there. Just sort of went with the pitch, took it out into right field, and yeah, it looked like Segura was going to come up with it, but did a good job to keep it in front of him and block it so it didn't go by to the fence.
He got a good jump out there in right field, but just didn't stay up long enough for him.
Yeah. AJ's got to throw more pitches now.
First pitch.
I'm sure he'd love to just have a 1, 2, 3 and get back in that dugout. If just to keep warm.
Yeah. Aiden Crowley fouls that one off the end of the bat, 0-1. Good spot, but misses a bit high, 1-1. It was 29 pitches it took Madalena to get through that second inning.
Really, that many? Are you keeping track of
By
pitches?
my count, yeah, I'm trying to.
What a guy.
1-1 catches the zone. Good spot from Crowley, or
Yeah.
excuse me, to Crowley from Madalena.
Yeah, you can get a lot of outs if you put the ball there all the time.
Madalena ahead 1-2. 2 away in the bottom of the third with the runner on. High pop up.
Watch the
In
wind.
foul
Watch the
territory. I
wind.
know it's going to wind right back in.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
no way they're going to make that play. They'll hold up Sumner's at third base.
That's just bad luck for Madalena.
Yeah, Simeon McDaniel tapping his chest saying that one's on me, but I mean, you can't really
Nah.
blame him with the swirling winds here.
Right, exactly. That's, I mean, the minute that ball went high up in the air, I think, and that's going to be trouble.
I'm not even going to try to attempt to say that, oh, it's going into foul territory or fair territory. I'm just going to
Yeah.
try to keep an eye on the players and see if they can read it.
Yeah, just go with the flow, baby.
So runners on the corners now with 2 away for Yariel Guzman taking off for second base, and they cut off the throw. Coming home is Sumners, and he slides in safely. The swipe tag from Zuccarello isn't in time. Heads up base running by Seneca Sumners.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Was that a design play by Hamilton, or did they just? I mean, I don't know. With 2 outs, why don't you just try to throw the runner out at second? You know?
Yeah, I didn't see if Zuccarello behind the plate gave any signs or anything, or if Jerry Gomez did from the dugout.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, Krupe came in like it was a design play.
A design play,
Grabbed the
yeah.
guy.
again, Lawrence, 2 outs, nobody on. They put a run on. They put a run through home. Get a run home.
1-1 catches the outside corner to Yariel Guzman.
The wind is blowing my words around in my mouth. They're coming out all goofy.
Madalena got to bear down here with another runner in scoring position and
There he
taking
goes.
off a great jump, but a swing and a miss for strike 3 for Yariel Guzman. And West will retire the side, but Lawrence scratches across another run. They've scored 1 run in each of the first 3 innings. Nice heads-up base running by Seneca Sumners
Yep.
to come on in for the Cardinals. Lawrence leads it 3-0 through 3.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
I'm sure he's thrown a lot.
Jammer Doors and Windows is a 4th-generation local family-owned business since 1920, offering Rainier Garage Doors and Openers, the finest garage doors and openers. Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows, sales and service, and installation. Jammer Doors and Windows does their own installation using no subcontractors, which means fair prices and more pride in their work. Visit Jammer Doors and Windows at their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Avenue, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, and call by appointment to visit their location at the Grist Mill at 10 North Main Street.
Well, I'll tell you what, A.J. Madalena deserved a better fate in that last inning.
Yeah.
I mean, he threw strikes. He gave up one legitimate single, and then he got a pop out. What looked was going to be a pop out, but that win just, there was nobody to blame there. That was just nature taking over. And then Lawrence, again, good teams capitalize when they get a break, and Lawrence is good, and they got a break, and they capitalized.
Yeah, they've scored their runs in different ways, those 3 runs.
Yeah.
2-out walk from Aiden Poot. He gets driven in by Connor Williver. Walk from Sumner's driven in by Deacon Moore. And then that 3rd run scored in the bottom of the 3rd inning, coming on a design play, stealing second base, the runner on first stealing second, and the runner on third taking off for home.
Aiden Poot has been, he's been just Aiden Poot. He's been outstanding. Yeah. He's given up 1 hit.
Strike 3 called to Bobby Lipset, the 3rd. 4 strikeout, 5th strikeout of the day.
5th strikeout of the day, yeah.
For Aiden Poot. It took Poot 43 pitches to get through the first 3 innings by my count, and I have 69 pitches for A.J. Madalena through 3.
Okay.
First pitch strike to Simeon McDaniel.
Well, Poot gave up a leadoff single, and the only 2 base runners since have been on errors. Has yet to walk a guy. Now watch this, 4 straight balls. 0-2.
He delivers a breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-2 to Simeon McDaniel. Poot looks in, gets the sign from Dobkin. The 0-2 misses high. Good take from McDaniel, not chasing after that breaking ball.
Yep. You can be a good hitter if you don't get yourself out. Chase bad pitches.
2-2 off of the foot of Poot, the pitcher, but picked up by Sumners. That's short, and then it's out of the glove of the first baseman, Aiden Crowley. It was a bit of a low throw from Sumners, but Crowley had it in the glove for the briefest of moments.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a bit of a low throw, but I think that should be gloved. I think you got to give Crowley the error on that one. That was a pretty good play by Sumners. I mean, that ball ricocheted off of Poot, and he had to change directions. Did Sumners pick it up and throw?
Poot appears to be all right. He's going right back to work on the mound after taking that one off the foot. And a half-hearted swing from Derek Anson for strike 1.
3 errors for the Cardinals. What Jimmy Mayer said, our defense and our hitting have to get better, and 3 errors is not getting better.
2 now to Derek Anson. Yeah, the Cardinals committed 3 errors in their loss against Conwell E and then their win against Westminster Plainsboro North. So now 9 errors already in 3+ games for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's not good. You're going to lose games if you keep going that way. I mean, when you have good pitching, you can have great pitching, but they're not going to strike everybody out. You got to make the routine plays.
Right, and you want your pitchers to trust the defense behind them. Anson off the end of the bat to third. Williver with the backhand on the ground. Throw scooped up. Immediate redemption by Aiden Crowley.
Right, good way of putting it. Instant redemption.
Was able to pick that one out of the dirt.
I was going to say Williver's been solid, and then he threw that one in the dirt, and Crowley bailed him out.
And the 4th ground out to third base today for the Hornets. Now 2 away. Peter Lanousse steps in. Simeon McDaniel on second. And Poot delivers a breaking ball. Lanousse way out front.
Oh, man. That's a pitch for you.
A 1 high, but Lanousse chases, and it's now 0-2.
Yeah, Poot hasn't thrown him a strike yet. He's up 0-2. I'd throw another one out of the zone. See if you can get him chasing. Especially 2 strikes. You think he's going to try and protect.
0-2 breaking ball, and Lan Hussein just can't get to it. Strike 3. And make it 6 strikeouts now for Aiden Poot through 4 innings.
It's fun to watch Poot pitch.
Yeah, he's got a lot working for him today with those couple of pitches in his arsenal. Lawrence Cardinals come back out to hit in the bottom of the 4th. Halfway through this one, Lawrence leads it 3-0.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Hi, this is Dr. Rocco, Superintendent of Hamilton Township School District. I'd like to wish all of our student athletes and coaches a great spring sports season, and I'd like to wish all of our HTSD students success in the remainder of the school year.
Hi, Merrill Reese from 1490 WBCB, Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, once again, visit them at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. And Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Trenton Thunder Baseball, big league futures, major league fun. Bottom of the 4th inning at Lawrence High School. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thanks for tuning in.
And we hope you are warm and cozy at home, because
No, we don't.
we're freezing our tails off out here. For the love of the game, though, Fish. For the love of the game.
Love of the game. Is that what this is? Oh, okay.
Well, you did say it is fun to watch Aiden Poot on the mound, so
Yeah.
at least you're enjoying yourself somewhat.
I'm having a fine time, Andrew. Although when we were off the air, I said that I wanted to start whining because I was so cold, and Andrew said I couldn't. So I whined about that instead. I said, is it all right if I start whining? He went, no. I went, oh.
So you're doing it anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
3-1 misses away to Deacon Moore. And walks are never good, but especially when it's the leadoff inning.
Leadoff, yep, exactly. And that's the 6th one now given up by A.J. Madalena.
Madalena over 70 pitches for his count, so got to believe his leash is shortening by the batter.
I would think.
Showing bunt is Drew Dobkin, but pulls it back as that pitch misses.
Lawrence trying to add on. And they're building a picket fence of runs here. 1-1-1, first 3 innings.
1-0 gets the bunt
What
down
a
the first
bunt.
base
What a
line.
bunt.
Slipping off the mound is Madalena, but he's able to still get to the ball and make the play.
I'm impressed by the way Madalena fields his position.
Dobkin gets the sacrifice down. Advances Moore. And now Aiden Poot will step in.
Notice Jimmy Mayer still has his sunglasses on as the clouds come up.
Yeah, zero sun whatsoever. Well, Jim Mayer with his signature look, he's sticking with it.
Somebody just hit a car. Did that just hit a car?
Yeah, we see you rolling now in the parking lot, but yeah, this is one of those fields where it's not too kind to the cars.
No, I make sure I park far away.
Yes.
I think Notre Dame may be the worst.
Yeah, good call.
Notre Dame's the worst for everything because you got softball foul balls, you got baseball foul balls. They're going in the parking lot. They're coming onto each other's field.
1-1, good breaking ball from Madalena, catches the zone, and it's 1-2 to Poot.
Probably your safest from ever getting hit by a foul ball is West Windsor North. You ever cover a game there?
I don't think I have, actually. Is this one back to the mound from Madalena? Again, he's able to field it cleanly.
You park in front of the school, and then you walk a gazillion miles to the back. You're not foul. No foul balls are coming in near anything.
Yeah. Robbinsville, it's another place, too, where I think you're pretty safe.
Yeah, you're safe. You're safe there as well. That's right.
2 away now as Teak Toto steps in for the 3rd time today. He reached base on a walk in the 1st, struck out in the 2nd. Sees that one go by for a strike, 0-1. Deacon Moore advances to 3rd base on that ground out.
Well, Lawrence has made a living off of 2-out runs here today. Chance to get another one.
Madalena gets Toto to chase that one.
Yep. Toto looking for his first hit. Walking a strikeout. But he's a guy you want up there. With runner out there, he can cash it in.
0-2 breaking ball just misses low. See if Madalena goes back to the well with the breaking ball. There's a little bit to work with. 1-2. Ooh, does so. It does catch the zone. Strike 3 called.
Little delayed call there.
Late reaction by the home plate umpire, but he's able to catch the bottom of the zone. Some nice pitching by Madalena to work around that leadoff walk. Cardinals stranded runner at 3rd base, but Lawrence leads it 3-0 as we head to the 5th.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Hi, this is Dr. Rocco, Superintendent of Hamilton Township School District. I'd like to wish all of our student athletes and coaches a great spring sports season, and I'd like to wish all of our HTSD students success in the remainder of the school year.
Today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all of our students the best of luck this school term. We are proud to support you. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. 5th inning of action here at Lawrence High School. 3-0 lead for the Cardinals over the Hamilton West Hornets. Aiden Poots allowed just 1 hit to this point.
1 hit, no walk, 6 strikeouts.
Fires in a first pitch strike to Daniel Tazi. 8-9 one-hitters due up for Hamilton West in top of the 5th. Breaking ball at the end of the bat. Past the diving 3rd baseman Williver into left field.
2 hits.
Yep, there's hit number 2 for the Hornets as Tazi leads things off in the 5th with a single.
And this is the 3rd time now that Hamilton's got his leadoff runner on. You're running out of outs. You got to start taking advantage of these leadoff base runners.
And the Hornets have stranded a runner in all 4 innings.
Yep.
Running out of time to get runs on the board as Segura fouls out and back 0-1.
No, they just stranded a runner. They stranded a runner on 2nd in the 1st, a runner on 3rd in the 2nd, runner on 2nd in the 3rd, and then just a regular runner on 1st in the 4th. But still, you're talking they've stranded 4 and they've stranded 3 in scoring position. And one thing Hamilton can do is hit, although one thing Aiden Poot can do is pitch.
Yeah.
So you got good hitting, and what's the old adage? Good pitching, stop good hitting.
Yeah, this is complete polar opposite too to what West saw against Nottingham on Monday. They saw freshman Austin Wright on the mound for the North Stars.
Right. Now you're got a seasoned veteran here, and still only a junior.
1-2 the count to Jeffrey Segura. Tyrone Krupe, the leadoff hitter, awaits on deck. 1-2, it's a high pitch, but he chases it into center field for a base knock. Good piece of hitting from Segura.
Yeah, there you go. Hamilton, first time they got in their first 2 runners on.
Back-to-back singles.
Yeah, after getting just 1 hit over the first 4. 2 in a row here.
Now we got a mound visit from Jim Mayer.
Yep. And you're right, that ball was a little up in the zone, but some guys like to hit high pitches.
Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesday, kids eat free. Wednesday, Dollar Dog nights, Thirsty Thursdays, and Pork Roll Fridays return throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. And Fish, I don't know if you saw today, the Thunder coming out with their alternate identity for this season. They're going to play 1 game this year as the Trenton Tomato Pies. Didn't announce a date for the game yet, but
what exactly does that entail?
I guess they just got special uniforms, and they're gonna roll it out for a game, see how it goes. We've seen them play as the Pork Roll for the last couple of seasons on Friday nights.
Does every fan get a free pizza?
I don't know if they're gonna go that far. I don't know. I don't know if that's in the budget for the Thunder, but
I would like that.
Should be a fun night whenever that game is announced.
Lawrence or Hamilton trying to get the runners over, get a couple in scoring position here. Down 3-0, so you're not bunting to tie the game, you're bunting to get closer, I guess. Well, no, not I guess. You're bunting to get closer.
Krupe behind 0-2. Poot delivers this one back out the middle, base knock, 3 straight base hits. Gomez is gonna hold up Tazi at third.
Yeah, it's a good, no outs, yeah. Do not take chances.
You never want to run yourself into an out.
No, especially with no outs. I mean, I could see if it was 2 outs, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Poot's losing a little bit off his fastball or what, but I mean, what Hamilton has gone from just not doing anything offensively to 3 straight hits here.
Yeah, they had just
solid hits.
They had just 1 hit through the first 4 innings against Poot. Now at the top of the lineup going, 2-hole hitter Madalena at the plate.
Maybe they're figuring something out, or
Madalena thought about taking a hack at that one.
Poot definitely has some heavy lifting to do here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Jim Mayer not happy with the no swing call on that one. They checked out the field umpire, but really tough for him to make that call behind the mound. Ball 1 to Madalena.
That's Tom Argerio out on bases. I saw him in the parking lot. He goes, "Did you bring your gloves?" I said, "No, but you're the umpire. Call strikes." Get us out of here.
2-0 the count to Madalena as the Hornets dugout starts to get loud. Big swing and a miss from Madalena.
Interesting. Green light on 2-0 with the bases loaded.
I guess there's some trust there in Madalena. You put him in the 2 spot. He's one of the better hitters on the team.
Yeah.
Poot trying to battle through a bases loaded jam. 2-1, misses low. Wow. Not a bad spot to Madalena, and now Poot's got to give him a strike here. 3-1 with the bases loaded. No outs in the top of the 5th. Hornets threatening. Poot sets and deals. That one catches the zone at the knees. 3-2.
Yeah. That looked a little borderline. He got the call.
Yeah, it really wasn't much different than that previous pitch that was called a ball.
Big pitch for both teams right now.
Payoff pitch coming from Poot, and we'll do it again as Madalena stays alive.
Well, once again, my theory rings true. Bases loaded, 3-2 count. They always foul it off. Always. I feel like texting Keith Noonan right now and telling him, because he always said that. We always talked about it.
Payoff pitch again, foul ball into the catcher's mitt of Drew Dobkin. Nice job by the Cardinals backstop to keep it in the glove.
That's some gutsy pitching right there by Poot. you fall behind 2-0 with the bases loaded, battle back, then it's 3-2. Fouls one off, you got to come in with another strike, and he gets it. Madalena having a tough day at the plate, but I think he's more concerned with how he's hitting right now, or pitching right now.
Poot fires that one past Anthony Zuccarello. 0-1.
And somebody over here with shorts on. My goodness. he's braver than, he's gutsier than Poot.
0-1. Zuccarello thought about going, but he holds up. Well, that's my father, who you know well, Kevin Myers. He wears shorts all the time, no matter no matter what the weather is.
Yeah, I saw him on St. Patty's Day. It was St. Patty's Day parade. He had shorts on.
1-1. Zuccarello late on that one.
Was it shorts, or did he have an Irish skirt on?
Yeah, he wore the kilt. I know on
kilt.
St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if he wore it during the parade.
I forget. He was Irished up when I saw him at the knot.
Oh, yeah. 1-2 count. Zuccarello off the end of the bat, and it's going to stay in fair territory. There's a tag on Zuccarello. A run comes in to score.
You know what? That's not all that bad. I mean, you'll trade it out for a run in that situation, I think.
Yeah, if nothing else, just to get on the board.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, I'm talking about Lawrence. They'll trade the out for the run. They still got a 2-run lead. But for Hamilton, they get a run, you're right. Get a little closer.
Still 2 in scoring position. As Bobby lifts at the third, the cleanup man steps in. He struck out twice today, both looking. Big hack on the first pitch, and he misses everything. Jeffrey Segura at third base, Tyrone Krupe at second. 2 away as Bobby lifts at the thirds at the plate. One misses low. Dobkin able to keep it in front.
If Poot gets out of this with 1 run, that's not bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Lawrence will take that after the base is loaded, nobody out. 1-1 catches the zone as Lipset watches it go by.
And Hamilton, what a lift Lips could give him if he could get these 2 runners in. We said coming into the inning, they've been leaving guys on base in scoring position.
1-2 from Poot, fouled away. We'll do it again.
Lipson doesn't have to do a lot. Just has to, put the bat on the ball, try get good contact and get it out to the outfield.
And out of the head from Poot, gets the sign from Dobkin. The 1-2 again, swing and a miss. As he gets Lipset. Some big time pitching from the right hand of Aiden Poot, his 8th strikeout of the day. And he escapes bases loaded, no outs, allowing just 1 run. Hornets get on the board. You got to think they're going to be wanting more after that one. Lawrence able to get out of it with just the 1. 3-1, Cardinals lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all, new and pre-owned trucks and SUVs, plus work-ready vehicles. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles as well. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business.
A.J. Madalena out for another inning of work. You have him at how many pitches, Andrew?
Yeah, a bit surprising. I have him at 85 through 4.
Yeah. And you have Aiden Poot with the same amount, and Aiden Crowley is now up and throwing in the Lawrence bullpen, so I guess we've probably seen the end of Aiden Poot for today, and another outstanding job by him.
2-0 the count to Connor Williver. As Madalena fires that one in for a strike, 2-1. Hornets grabbing 3 hits on the first 3 batters at the top of the 5th inning, and they got 1 run across, which stranded a pair. This one a chopper to short, picked up on a backhand by Krupe over to first in time.
I mean, the key to that inning for Poot was after getting behind 2-0 to Madalena and then coming back to get him. That was huge.
He struck out Madalena for the first out of the inning. Swing and a miss from Josh Vakrowski.
It was 2-0 and 3-2, and you know, if you walk in a run, you still got the bases loaded. You got a run in, and you know, that changes the whole complexion of things. I'll tell you got to tip your hat to both these teams. I mean, it is not pleasant out here. It's cold.
Yeah.
And they're playing this has been a pretty well played game. It sounds funny to say that because Lawrence has 3 errors, but it's been a good game.
2-2 now to Josh Vakrowski. Yeah, both these teams were in action on Monday. It was a beautiful day on Monday.
Yep.
2-2, skips in the dirt. And the count runs full.
We'll be back on the air tomorrow. PG, who do we have tomorrow, PG?
That pitch misses low for ball 4.
Somebody at Notre Dame? I think I'm at Notre Dame tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have Lawrence in action once again tomorrow against Hopewell Valley. And that might be it for A.J. Madalena as Jerry Gomez Jr. makes his way out. Sixth walk issued by Madalena there to Josh Vakrowski. And no signal yet from Jerry Gomez. Might just be a pep talk here for Madalena.
Maybe. Robbinsville? Yeah. Yes. So we'll have Robbinsville at Notre Dame. I'll be there. Where will you be, Andrew? You're going to be at the...
Nope, I'm off tomorrow.
You're off? Huh. Enjoy your day off.
Thank you.
Well, somebody will be at Hopewell and Lawrence. That should be a good game. But so should Robbinsville Notre Dame, so watch my game.
Loaded schedule for you on the WBCB Sports Network this spring.
A lot of games.
Baseball, softball, even some flag football in there as well.
Who's got Ewing has flag football, right?
Yep. And Ewing's actually in action right now against Trenton, the flag football.
I didn't see those games on the schedule.
That pitch misses low.
Guess I'm being shut out of those games, huh?
Seneca Sumner's at the plate.
Flag football, I mean, that's getting up there. I saw the NJ.com had their top 20 flag football teams.
Yeah. It's supposed to be in the 2028 Olympics as well in Los Angeles.
Yep.
And NFL players are really pushing to play in that one. What a sight that'll be to watch some NFL guys out there slinging it. This one shot into right field for a base knock off the bat of Seneca Sumner's.
What a nice job of hitting there. Just shooting it through that hole he had on that right side, going the opposite way. Second time now Sumner's has done that, going the opposite way for a hit.
Yep, Sumner's aboard 3 times today, and he scored twice.
What did Petrosky do? He walk?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Sumner's having a good day at the plate. 2 for 2. A walk, 2 runs scored, possibly 3 runs scored if they can bring him home.
Swing and a miss from Aiden Crowley. Krolski at second, Sumner's at first, 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 lead for Lawrence over Hamilton West. 0-1, big swing and a miss from Crowley as Madalena powers that one by him. Madalena still got some juice in that left arm.
Yeah, he does.
He's approaching 100 pitches.
Jerry Gomez has to be happy with what Madalena's done today. I mean, well, let's see how he gets out of this inning. I don't know. You know, I'm amazed that he's not a little gassed by now. You know.
Yeah. He's issued 6 walks, but he's allowed only 5 hits.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown in anger.
Both runners take off now. Zuccarello fires down to third base, not in time, and sliding in headfirst safely is Vakrowski. Sumner's in there at second.
Yeah. I think Zuccarello a little kind of didn't get that throw down quick. Wasn't a quick release there. Gave those guys time to get in.
2-2 breaking ball misses low, and the count runs full to Aiden Crowley. Madalena sets and deals the payoff pitch, and he gets Crowley to swing through that one for strike 3. Big out number 2.
That's a massive out, number 2. Up, and that's going to be it for Madalena.
That's going to do it for Madalena. Nice finish by him to get the final batter he faces for his 6th strikeout. As Jerry Gomez Jr. heads out to the mound. It looks like we're also going to have a pinch hitter for Lawrence. Shariel Guzman was due up, but Ben Hoger is going to step in. So pinch hitter coming up for Lawrence, and a pitching change for Hamilton West. Stick with us after this break. In the bottom of the 5th inning, a 3-1 lead for Lawrence.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, president of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
WBCB sports fans, get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant, 911 Route 33 in Hamilton. Just mention WBCB Sports and you'll get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant in the heart of Hamilton. Check out their menu at blendbar.com. So A.J. Madalena done after 4 2/3 innings. And replacing him on the mound for the Hornets is number 9, Tristan Bonilla.
Bonilla is one of their better hitters, too. I'm surprised he hasn't been in the lineup today. Whoa.
Madalena allowing 5 hits. He's responsible for the 2 men on right now. Struck out 6 and walked 6.
I'm looking to see if this is a straight change or if Madalena went someplace else. I don't think so.
Yeah, it looks like the infield is the same.
Yeah.
Segura's still out there and right. Yep, looks like.
All right,
Madalena.
so Bonilla will bat for Madalena then.
Yep. So West replaces a lefty with a lefty as Bonilla steps in. onto the mound.
It's a luxury, high school baseball, to have two lefties.
And a pinch hitter for Yariel Guzman. It's Ben Hauger. Takes the first pitch ball. 1-0, misses high. Leadoff man Deacon Moore on deck if you're West. Don't want to see him come up in this inning.
Nope.
Bonilla sets and fires that one past Hauger for strike, 2-1.
So, I get, you know, if you want to talk about Madalena, first time pitching, oh, good pitch. In 2 years, I mean, you know, a little good, a little bad. I think overall, you got to be happy. I mean, you want to see what he can endure, and he threw what, about 100 pitches, right?
2-2, catches the bottom of the zone. Strike 3 called.
Great job.
Hoger down looking. Is coming in to do the job as Tristan Bonilla for the final out of the inning. Lawrence strains a couple. We're through 5 here at Lawrence High School. It's a 3-1 lead for the Cardinals over the Hornets.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all: new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles as well. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. Coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business.
Well, and even though we saw Crowley warming up, Aiden Poot is out for the 6th inning. I'm guessing he's got a pretty short leash.
Yeah, I have Poot at 85, now 86 pitches after that first pitch ball to Simeon McDaniel. So,
you know what we have yet to see in this game, Andrew? A clean inning.
yeah, good point.
Neither pitcher has set the side down in order one time yet today. Now, that wasn't Poot's fault a couple times. He was victimized by errors.
Daniel gives this one a ride to center field, tracking back deep for Deacon Moore. He dives in, makes the catch.
Wow.
What a play by Deacon Moore.
Absolutely, and you know what? He saw that off the bat. He got a great jump on it. But again, you got that wind to contend with, and I guess that pushed it a little bit away from him. He stuck right with it, reached out, diving catch. Absolutely tremendous play by Mr. Moore.
Deacon Moore doing his best Superman impression, laying out full stride to make that catch and rob Simeon McDaniel of extra bases.
Wow, that would have been a great way to start the inning for Hamilton. Get that leadoff runner in scoring position right away. They're trying to chip away here. Got that one back in the 5th. That can be deflating for the other team too. Yeah. Like, although the Hornet dugout is they're whooping it up.
Yeah, they've been getting progressively louder as the game went on.
Yep.
1-1 the count to Derek Anson.
Well, they're hanging in there, you know. Lawrence has had some, you know, we talk about Hamilton leaving runners on. Lawrence has left a few guys on too. Well, yeah, going back to what I was saying about Madalena before, I think overall, you got.
This
There's a
one
hit.
slicing in the left field to get down in front of Josh Verkrowski. Derek Anson is aboard with a single.
I mean, I think the big thing you wanted to see is, how far can he go? What kind of stamina does he have? And he made some good pitches. He had trouble with his location, but that was a lot of that was early in the game. So, it could be good things for the Hornets if he progresses.
Say swings to the first pitch. Jouncer to second. Could be two. Over to second for one. And no, they're going to say no, he's safe. As the ball bounces away from Yariel Guzman.
And Jimmy Mayer's not arguing. I thought they might have said, on the he fumbled that on the transfer.
Yeah. Mayer heading out, but I think it's for a mound visit,
Yeah,
not
it
to
is,
talk
yeah.
to the officials.
Fourth error of the day for Lawrence. Not good. I mean, this is a team that's, they have high goals this year. And no team is going to win a lot of games if it does not come through. And how about this? Talk about confidence in your guy. Goes out, talks to him, keeps him in there.
Yeah, honestly, it looked like most of that was directed toward Yariel Guzman, who just dropped that ball at second base.
Yeah. Well, those are the two new guys, new starters, Guzman and Sumners.
So Daniel Tazi at the plate now. Runners on first and second, one away for the Hornets. They trail it by 2. First pitch swinging, and he fouls it back as Tazi. Tazi singled and came around the lone scorer for the Hornets last inning. Led off the inning with the single. It was first of 3 straight hits for the Hornets. One as that breaking ball misses. Jeffrey Segura waits on deck.
He's got a pretty sharp break, doesn't he? Poop.
Yeah, he's able to handle it well. That one not so well, though. Taking off for third base, and the throw gets past Connor Williver. Coming in to score is Derek Anson, and we got a 1-run ball game. Wow. Jim Mayer telling Drew Dobkin, don't want you to throw it there.
Yep. All right, well, that is the 5th error of the game for Lawrence. And this one cost them big time. Now I got a run home, a runner still in scoring position, a 1-run game. Aiden Poot has got to bear down even more.
2-1 to Tazi, fires it in there for a strike as Tazi takes. 2-2 now at the tying run at second base in Peter Lanusay. 5 errors committed by the Lawrence Cardinals defense. 2-2 breaking ball, staying with it is Tazi, and he fouls it off. Derek Anson, who just scored that run, heading to the bullpen for the Hornets.
I'll tell you what, think of how bad this would be for Lawrence if Deacon Moore doesn't make that catch to start the inning.
2-2, a fair ball down the right field line, going to the fence, rounding third base is Peter Lanusay. The throw home on a couple of hops is not in time, and the Hamilton West Hornets have tied it up at 3. Big time piece of hitting from Daniel Tazi.
Yeah, you are not kidding, man. Tazi just going with the pitch, lining it right down that right field line. Great job by Tazi. Great job by Hamilton. They're getting some help, but you know what? You can get help, but you still got to capitalize when you get breaks, and Hamilton is doing that in this inning. And that's definitely it for Aiden Poot.
Yep.
And, he deserved a little better support than what he got today, that's for sure.
Jim Mayer making the pitching change. Daniel Tazi drives it the other way to drive in the tying run.
Second hit of the game for Tazi.
It's a brand new ball game now.
Amazing.
3-3 as Aiden Crowley strides out to the mound, and he'll take over.
What a game for Tazi.
For Aiden Poot.
2 for 3, RBI, run scored.
WBCB sports fans, get 10% off your food check at Blend Restaurant, 911 Route 33 in Hamilton. Just mention WBCB Sports and you'll get 10% off your food check at the Blend Restaurant in the heart of Hamilton. Check out their menu at blendbar.com. And Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights. Tuesdays, kids eat free. Wednesday, Dollar Dog Nights. Thursday, and Pork Roll Fridays return throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. And the Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery since 1936.
Okay, so we got Poot now going out to center field. Deacon Moore coming into third base. Connor Williver going over to first base. And I guess Aiden Crowley is out of the game? No,
Aiden Crowley's on the mound. Aiden Crowley's on the mound.
Yeah, duh.
You must have me for a sec there, Fish.
Yeah.
So Aiden Crowley takes over for Aiden Poot.
So nobody came out of the game, especially Aiden Crowley.
First pitch to Jeffrey Segura, misses 1-0. It's a 3-3 ball game now. Pair of runs have come across this inning for the Hornets to tie things up.
Did you get all those switches, pal?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
Breaking ball, nice pitch by Crowley for a strike.
I'd be happy to go through it again if you want. This time I'll tell you that Crowley remained in the game.
I got Poot in center, I got Moore at third, and I have Williver at first.
You got it.
With Crowley on the
And who's
mound.
pitching?
Yes, sir. Aiden Crowley was not out of the game. He's
a
big part of the game now on the mound.
yeah.
So that pitch misses low, 2-1. Poot allowing just one hit through the first 4 innings, 4 shutout innings, and then Hornets get him for a run in the 5th, and they've scratched 2 across in this inning to tie things up. Still potential damage to be done with the runner in scoring position. Breaking ball in there for strike 2 on Segura. It's 2-2.
You know, Jimmy Mayer gave him the chance to, after the error, go in and get him. You know, it's your game, go get him. But Tazi's single, and Mayer had seen enough. Not to mention his pitch count was up there.
Right. 2-2, bounces in front of the plate. Nice job by Dobkin to keep it in front. Yeah, I have Poot at a final count of 99. Might have missed a pitch or two, but he was hovering around that 100 mark. Big pitch coming here from Aiden Crowley. 3-2 count to Jeffrey Segura. Sets and deals. We'll do it again as Segura stays alive. Tyrone Krupe, the West leadoff hitter, awaits on deck. Tazi leads off a second. Crowley gives him a look and fires the 3-2 home. Breaking ball, absolutely fool Segura. Huge strikeout.
Yes, it was huge.
Second out of the inning, and now Tyrone Krupe will be intentionally walked, and he's shaking his head saying, what's that for? Wanted to come in and try to drive in the go-ahead run, but Jim Mayer wasting no time, sending him to first base.
All right. I don't think we gave. Did we give Crowley stats? He is pitched 6 1/3 innings before this inning. 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He's 1-0. So Crowley did a nice job in his. I guess I'm assuming it was a start.
Now Luke Radoslavich is going to pinch run, for Daniel Tazi, and I believe the Hornets are going to get Daniel Tazi warm in the pen now.
Once again, the point guard's beanbags coming through in a big way with this wind blowing.
Got to use something for a paperweight. So
that's exactly right. Well, good things. The headphones keeps our ears warm.
Yes, very true. No earmuffs needed.
No.
Henry Jimenez is at the plate now. Jimenez chases that one out of the zone.
Yeah, they're having trouble picking up on his pitches.
This is the 2 spot in the order for the Hornets. J.J. Maddalena was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Now Henry Jimenez getting a chance to hit. 0-2 off the end of the bat. We'll do it again.
Probably looks like he's not trying to waste pitches here and get him to chase. He's going after him.
Long look in for Aiden Crowley. Gets the sign.
Setting up outside.
0-2.
And he went with it.
Into center field for a base knock. They're going to send Radoslavich around third. The throw home. There is no throw. It's cut off. And the Hamilton West Hornets come all the way back and take a 4-3 lead.
How about that, huh? Wow, and you could see it. They were setting up on the outside. They were going to go outside. They did it. And Jimenez just did another nice job. We've seen this a couple times today by Hamilton's hitters, just going the opposite way with the pitch. Great piece of hitting there by pinch hitter Henry Jimenez. Hank, as they were calling him in the dugout.
Jimenez gets his first varsity hit.
What a time to get it, huh?
Unbelievable.
Holy
unbelievable
cow.
time. As he drives in the go-ahead run. The Hornets have put a 3 spot on the board in the top of the 6. And another move as Joaquin Gutierrez comes in to pinch run at first base for Jimenez. Wow, what a turnaround for the Hamilton West Hornets.
You are not kidding, my friend. Amazing turnaround.
They still have 2 on with 2 away here. First pitch strike to Anthony Zuccarello.
Zook strikeout, ground out, and he grounded out to first. Drove in the Hornets' first run of the day.
One off the end of the bat, it'll get out of play and hopefully miss Cars. Yeah, we will.
I'll tell you what, if Hamilton can hang on to his lead, they'll tag this loss on the Poop, who does not deserve it.
Yeah, Aiden Pooh pitched almost flawlessly through 4 innings, and then Hornets started getting to him.
And I think these runs are unearned.
Crowley, pitch misses low.
So he had the single and the error, another single, and then a strikeout. Yeah, they should have been out of this inning if it wasn't for that error at second base. So all these runs are unearned.
And they had the throwing error from Dobkin trying to throw the guy out of third.
Well, that doesn't figure in the earned run average because he would have scored anyway because of these hits. But that should never have. When they got the runner, they should have had the runner at second. Then there was another hit, but then they got the third out. What would have been the third out, but it was only the second out, allowing the inning to continue, and that made all those runs unearned.
2-2 breaking ball. Zuccarello just staying alive. Lawrence has the top of the order due up in the bottom half of the 6th. Deacon Moore, Drew Dobkin, and Aiden Poop. The Hornets dugout has come alive.
Oh, yeah. It's been alive.
Yeah.
Give them credit. They hung in there as much as they in the dugout as they have out on the field.
Crowley checks the runner at second, comes home with it, misses high. Full count to Anthony Zuccarello.
I am sure Jimmy Mayer and his coaches are feeling a lot of frustration right now. You got one of your best pitchers throwing a really good game, and he's on the hook to be the loser unless you can get some runs and pull this thing out.
Payoff pitch coming from Crowley. Right down the chute, strike three cold as Zuccarello leaves the bat on his shoulder. Pair of runners stranded for the Hornets, but West brings 3 runs across in the top of the 6th to take their first lead of the day. It's 4-3 West as Lawrence coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. And Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesday kids eat free, Wednesday dollar dog nights, Thursday, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, big league futures, major league fun.
You know, Andrew, we talked about earlier how Hamilton was leaving guys on. Well, Lawrence now, through first 5 at-bats, have left 9 on base and 7 in scoring position. Yeah. So, you know, you didn't cash in on those opportunities. You gave Hamilton a chance to hang around, stay in this game, and now it's coming back to haunt you.
Daniel Tazi takes over on the mound for West. We'll try to figure out the defensive alignment now because Tazi was at third base. Looks like Joaquin Gutierrez is at second. McDaniel moves from second to third. And I think that is it for the changes.
All right, so Tazi is pitching. Who's on third?
Simeon McDaniel moves from second to third base.
Daniel moves from second to third. And Gutierrez.
Yep, Joaquin Gutierrez at second base.
So I guess he's batting in Madalena's spot?
Yes, because he came in to pinch run after Jimenez drove in that go-ahead run.
Right. All right, my scorecard's getting messed up.
4-3 lead for Hamilton West. If you're just joining us, it was 3-0 Lawrence. Hornets had just 1 hit through the first 4 innings, but then scored a run in the 5th. And they got 3 runs across in the top half of this 6th inning.
Entertaining game.
Yeah, we thought it would be intriguing with these two teams as Allen fouled down the line.
It's had a little bit of everything. Some good pitching, some clutch hitting, some very good situational hitting, and some bad fielding. 5 Lawrence errors.
0-2 the count to Deacon Moore. Tazi sets and deals. That pitch misses low.
Hit him.
Clipped him on the leg.
Ooh.
No signal from the home plate umpire yet. He's not really arguing it, so.
No. Well, you really didn't want to do that. What was 0-2 count?
Yeah. 0-2 on Moore, and he clips him on a pitch that bounces in front of the
bounces, yeah.
plate.
Oh boy, that is not what you want to do.
Drew Dobkin at the plate now. Immediately shows bunt. Pulls it back though as that pitch misses low. The sunglasses have been removed now. It's all business for Jim Mayer. After he saw his team squander a 3-run lead.
He wants his team to see the fire in his eyes.
Yes, yes.
He wants to glare at him and intimidate him.
Mayer calls time.
No, he has mellowed over the years, I'll tell you that. 10 years ago, there would have been some stomping around in that dugout.
Mayer has a quick discussion with Drew Dobkin. Deacon Moore leads off of first, and now pulling the bat back and taking a hack is Dobkin. He fouls it away.
Well, Andrew, the last time I had to leave early, which I have to today, it ended up being an 8-inning game that ended up tied. I hope I don't leave you in that scenario again today.
Swing and a miss from Drew Dobkin as Tazi gets him to strike out for out number 1. Hey, Fish, you got to do what you got to do. I'll carry the load.
I know you will, pal.
From here, whenever you got to head out.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
We are in store for hopefully an exciting finish.
I know, and I want to be here for this. But the bell choir calls, pal. For whom the bell tolls, me. Lawrence and Hamilton.
First pitch ball to Aiden Poot. He fouls that one back. Poot still sticking with no batting gloves as the temperature dips into the 30s. I'm just assuming that because it feels way lower than 30 degrees, but
it's dipping all right. It's gonna be hard to ring the bells with my hands like this. It's cold.
Well, the Apple weather app says 45 degrees. They're lying though,
Yeah.
I think.
40. Is that without the wind chill?
Yeah, the wind chill definitely brings it into the 30s.
Yep.
1-2 count to Aiden Poot.
There he goes.
Taking off for second base is Moore. Throw is low. The pitch is low, excuse me, and the throw is unable to be collected by Gutierrez. Sliding in safely is Deacon Moore.
All right, well.
Runner in scoring position now for the Cardinals. 2-2 the count to Aiden Poot.
Yeah, Poot has a chance to get himself off the hook.
2-2 to second. Gutierrez just into the game. Makes the play over to first in time. Moore goes to third.
That's got to be tough. You just come in. You're not really too warmed up, and the ball will find you, as they say.
Yeah. So Poot grounds out for the second out of the inning, and now Teak Toto will step in for a massive at-bat with the tying run at third base.
Yeah, massive is a good way of putting it.
Anthony Zuccarello, reading the situation, heads out to have a quick chat with Daniel Tazi. Toto's over 2 today with a pair of strikeouts. He reached base on a walk in the first. First pitch from Tazi misses high.
I'm glad you're doing this game. I would have called him Tozy. No, I went to high school with somebody and their last name was T-O-Z-Z-I, and we pronounced it Tozy. I guess everybody's different.
2-0 to Toto.
Either that or we were just calling the kid by his long last name
Yeah.
all through high school.
No wonder he never answered you, right?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
3-0 the count to Teak Toto. And that pitch misses low. And yeah, I thought it was 2-1. And
It was.
oh,
Yeah,
man, they're saying, yeah,
the scoreboard had 3-0.
3-1. on the scoreboard now. Always trust your instincts, Fish. Don't trust the scoreboard. 3-1, towering fly ball. Left side, coming in on his Lanusay. He dives and makes the catch.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Peter Lanusay had a long run in there. Derek Hansen was coming in from center as well. Lanusay calls him off and is able to stay with it.
And I got to think Jerry Gomez is pulling his heart out of his throat right now watching that play. that was an escapade, I guess.
Toto puts it in play with 2 away and the tying run at third, but Lanusay able to stick with it to make the final out of the inning and end the 6th. Hamilton West heads to the top of the 7th with a 4-3 lead.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Today's game is brought to you by Hyundai of Trenton. Car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue, Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models, and from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of pre-owned certified vehicles. No market adjustment on any car in stock. Get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in value toward any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple, and the area's fastest growing dealership at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. First pitch strike to Bobby Lifset the third. Aiden Crowley back out there on the mound for the Cardinals. They trail it 4-3. It'll be Lipset, McDaniel, and Derek Hansen, the middle 3 in the lineup for the Hornets.
And Hamlin would love to tack on a run here.
2-0, big swing and a miss. Or excuse me, 1-1, swing and a miss from Lipset again. The scoreboard is wrong.
Yeah. Keep with your instincts, buddy.
It's a 1-2 count, not 2-1. Long look in for Crowley. Starts his windup and delivers. Swing and a miss. He gets Lipset. And chasing him down the line is Dobkin. Had to scoop that one out of the dirt.
And he reached out and missed him, and then he had to keep going and to finally tag him out.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Crowley as he gets Lipset to swing through that one out of the zone. And now Simeon McDaniel steps in.
Daniel robbed of a hit. I'll tell you what, you got that play by Deacon Moore. They made that just before the rally, the 3-run rally. Can you imagine if he didn't come down with that ball?
Yeah, McDaniel led things off in the top of the 6th with a long drive to center and a long run for Deacon Moore, but he's able to lay out and make the catch.
Yeah, I mean, bad fielding cost him that inning, but a great fielding play kept it from being worse.
1-1, breaking ball, misses high. Another good take from McDaniel as it misses away. From Crowley. Look out as McDaniel fires that one foul.
Saw some little kid walking across a parking lot. Look out.
Three-two to count to McDaniel. 1 away in the top of the 7th. Crowley winds and delivers low. Ball 4.
Daniel fired up after that walk.
Third time McDaniel's reached base today. The first two were via an error. Now the center fielder, Derek Anson, steps in.
He was the catalyst in that 3-run rally. Got that 1-out single. Got things going.
First pitch misses high. .1-0 goes past Anson. McDaniel takes off for second base. Zayden Crowley really starting to lose the zone now.
Yep. Now, Andrew, just because I'm leaving you, don't think I won't be listening to you on the way home.
All right.
So I want you to remain at the top of your game, pal.
I'll try. I'll try my best. I appreciate you thinking I'm at the top of my game already.
Well, when I leave, you won't have me to bring you down. You'll be able to.
The mound visit for the Cardinals in Hamilton Township School District. The District Community Relations Committee is meeting from 5 to 6 p.m. on April 15th. This community-driven committee meets monthly, and all HCSD parents, students, educators, and community members are invited to attend. The link to register and more information can be found at htsdnj.org in the community section. Questions can be sent to dcr@hcsdnj.org. .2-0 the count to Derek Anson.
And Hanson's got to work himself into a hitter's count here. He's going to have to. He got a pitch he thought he could handle, but he swung through it.
Crowley battles back with a strike. It's 2-1. One away with McDaniel at second. Could be a big insurance run for the Hornets. .2-1 catches the zone for a strike.
About a half hour earlier, I'd have never dreamed we'd be talking about Hamilton being the one to pick up an insurance run.
Yeah, it was all Lawrence for the first half of this game.
Yeah, it was.
West coming alive in the 6th inning and trying to add some insurance here in the 7th. Pitch skips in front of the plate, kept in front by Drew Dobkin. And the count runs full to the second consecutive hitter. Crowley walked McDaniel. What does he have in store for Derek Anson? The righty delivers the payoff pitch. In there, strike 3 called. Anson didn't agree with it.
I might agree with Anson. That looked a little inside.
Big out number 2 for Aiden Crowley. And now Peter Lanusay steps in.
I'm off the other side. I'm not right behind home plate, so.
Lanusay reached base on that big error. And he fouls out one off his leg and goes down. Yeah, that one's not going to feel good in this sort of weather.
Jerry Gomez flying over to make sure his guy's all right. And he says he is. Oh, that had to sting.
Lanusay immediately going down. No shin guard for him on that front leg.
Nope.
And actually looks like he's stretching out his right leg. Or shaking it out, I should say. Never a good feeling anytime you foul off a ball. But
in this kind of weather, you got to be kidding me. Oh, I could feel that when it hit, you know? Sometimes you can just feel it.
Give Lanusay a little time to collect himself, and we can tell you about 2025 summer camp registration, which is now open. Many camp options are available in July. You can visit hcsdnj.org to view available camps and to register, and email your questions to hcsdsummercamp@hcsdnj.org. And HCSD Fall 2025 kindergarten virtual registration is now open. Visit www.hcsdnj.org to register. Hamilton Township School District Fall 2025 kindergarten registration.
Nice job by the ump to set the bat up on home, standing up on home plate, so Lanús didn't have to bend down and pick it up after taking that shot off his leg.
1-1 the count. Daniel Tazi, the pitcher, waits on deck. One breaking ball catches the zone as Lanús takes. One-two the count. Crowley trying to bear down and get this final out. It'll step off. One-two skips, kept in front by Dobkin.
Well, Andrew, if this is a one-run game going into the bottom of the 7th, I hope for your sake that Lawrence either scores no runs or 2 runs, but doesn't get 1 run, because I'd hate to think of all 3 of you still having to stand out here for extra innings.
Right there for strike 3, taken by Lanús. Back-to-back strikeouts for Aiden Crowley as the Hornets strand what could potentially be a big insurance run at second base. And now the Lawrence Cardinals coming to bat in the bottom of the 7th. But the Hornets 3 outs away from grabbing a victory. Stick with us for the bottom of the 7th when we come back.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminds you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It is important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines. Whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot, Hamilton's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The Division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the Division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential STI and HIV testing clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information, services, upcoming clinics, and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health. Stay healthy, Hamilton. Bottom of the 7th inning, Hamilton West 3 outs away from what would be a seismic victory across the CVC. Lawrence Cardinals, one of, if not the best team in the Colonial Valley Conference for the past couple of seasons. They were up 3-0 for a couple of innings, but the Hornets grabbing a run in the 5th, 3 in the 6th to take this 4-3 lead. And Daniel Tazi back out there trying to secure victory. Connor Williver fouls Allen back, and he's down 0-2. It's Williver, Vakrowski, and Sumner's the 3 due up for the Cardinals. That pitch just misses outside. Tazi wanted it. The 1-2 to the right side. Coming up on it is Gutierrez. 2 firsts for the out, 1 away. Tazi is in line for the save. It would be a 6-out save. After A.J. Madalena allowed 3 across 4 2/3 innings of work. His first start in nearly 2 years for the Hornets. Tristan Bonilla came in to finish the job in the 5th. And it's been Tazi recording the last 4 outs for West. 0-1, shot to the right side, caught by the first baseman Lipstadt, and he takes it to the bag himself. Hard hit ball off the bat of Josh Verkrowski, but right at the first baseman Lipstadt. And the Lawrence Cardinals are down to their final out. Seneca Sumners, he's had a big day today. He's 2 for 2. He also reached base on a walk. He scored 2 of the 3 runs for the Cardinals. Takes the first pitch low. Catches the zone as Sumners watches it go by. It's 1-1. Out of the hand from Tazi. He delivers. Misses high. Misses low. Sumners thought about it for a moment, but wisely lays off. And the Cardinals shortstop in the driver's seat at 3-1. Takes ball 4. And a 2-out base runner for the Cardinals as Sumners represents the tying run. Crowley steps in now for his 4th plate appearance of the day. He's 1 for 2 with a single, takes that pitch for a strike. Laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 2nd inning, and that was Sumners. Sumners came around to score later on an RBI single from Deacon Moore. This one, a drive in a deep center. Long run for Derek Anson. Keeps going, and he's not going to get it. It's going to drop. Rolling around, Sumners comes in for the tying run. Taken off for third base is Aiden Crowley, and he slides in headfirst safely. And a game-tying RBI triple with 2 away off the bat of Aiden Crowley. Crowley gave that one a drive, and it just kept on carrying Derek Anson. Long run for him in center, and he just couldn't get to it. And with 2 away, Seneca Sumners racing around the bases to tie things up, and Crowley now the winning run aboard at third base. That pitch in there for a strike. As Connor Crowley steps in to pinch hit for Ben Hauger, swinging a miss. And Tazi's ahead 0-2. Swinging a miss, strike 3. Good battle back from Daniel Tazi as the Cardinals strand the potential winning run at third base. But not before Aiden Crowley drives in the tying run on a 2-out triple. And we have free baseball here at Lawrence High School as we head to extras. 8th inning of action coming up here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Reese remind you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
go to the 8th inning at Lawrence High School. It's a 4-4 ball game between the Cardinals and the Hornets of Hamilton West. Aiden Crowley back out there on the mound for the Cardinals. As Daniel Tazi steps in, he swings through the first pitch. Tazi on the mound, allowing that game-tying run in the bottom of the 7th inning. A 2-out clutch triple off the bat of Aiden Crowley that drove in Seneca Sumners. Tazi, Segura, and Krupe, the 8-9-1 hitters, due up for the Hornets. Breaking ball misses inside. Lawrence dugout wanted it. One-two from Crowley, driven into left field. A long run for Josh Vikrowski, still going out there, and it's gone! What a way to redeem yourself, Daniel Tazi! He allows the game-tying run that sent us to extras, and then drives one over the left center field fence to regain the lead for the Hamilton West Hornets. Tazi gives it a long drive into left. His first homer of the season. First homer of his career as well, and what a time to do it. 5-4 now. Segura swings at the first pitch, gives this one a ride into left field, and it drops in front of Vikrowski for a base knock. Lineup back to the top now for West as Tyrone Krupe steps in. Breaking ball misses low. Krupe 2 for 3 today. He reached base all 4 times. 2 singles. Reached base on an error and then was intentionally walked his last time up. Jerry Gomez Jr. telling Tyrone Krupe, you got to look down here to see my signs. One misses away. One misses low. Good take from Krupe. And he's ahead in the count 3-2. 3-1, excuse me. Jeffrey Segura aboard at first. Nobody out. 3-1, swing and a miss from Krupe. Payoff pitch delivered from Crowley. Catches the zone. Strike 3 called. Shake of the head from Krupe. First out of the inning for the Cardinals. And now Joaquin Gutierrez steps in for his first at-bat of the day. First pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike. Gutierrez entering the game in the 6th inning for Henry Jimenez, who drove in a run and what was the go-ahead run at 4-3 for the Hornets as Jimenez pinch hit for A.J. Madalena. And Jimenez was immediately replaced by Gutierrez pinch running, and then Gutierrez came in to play second base for Hornets. One breaking ball. Way ahead of it is Gutierrez, and he's behind 1-2. Gutierrez stays with it. Slow roller. It's going to go foul down third base line. Anthony Zuccarello waits on deck. It's a 5-4 lead for the Hornets after the solo shot off the bat of Daniel Tazi. 1-2, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Crowley as he gets Gutierrez. And now Anthony Zuccarello steps in with Segura at first base. First pitch, and Zuccarello couldn't stop himself from chasing that one. Time is called by Jerry Gomez Jr. He wants to have a chat with Zuccarello. What a game this has turned into. It was the Cardinals scoring a run each in the first 3 innings to take a 3-0 lead. Aiden Poot, their starting pitcher, allowed just 1 hit through 4 innings. And the Hornets getting the first 3 batters of the top of the 5th on base, bringing across just 1 run, but then open things up in the 6th inning, scoring 3 runs, take a 4-3 lead. Lawrence with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, down to their final out. Get an RBI triple off the bat of Aiden Crowley to send us to extras. And then Daniel Tazi, the man who allowed that game-tying run, blasts one to left center field for a solo shot to give the Hornets a 5-4 lead. 1-1 the count to Zuccarello. Crowley delivers. Breaking ball, misses inside. Two-one, swing and a miss as Zuccarello's ahead of that one. Aiden Crowley trying to bear down and keep it a 1-run ball game. 2-2 in there, strike 3 called. 3 straight strikeouts for Aiden Crowley, but not before a solo home run off the bat of Daniel Tazi. That gives the Hornets the lead once again. It's 5-4 West, and the Hornets looking for the final 3 outs of this one to secure a victory. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Stick with us on the WBCB Sports Network.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Join the Hamilton Township School District for their pop-up schoolhouse events. Each event is open to the entire Hamilton Township School District community. There will be community resources, food services, games, local businesses, refreshments, school supplies, technology, and you can meet school staff and teachers. The dates are August 6th at Sayan Elementary, August 12th at Cooser Elementary, and August 19th at Wilson. Also September 9th at Greenwood. Join the Hamilton Township School District for their pop-up schoolhouse events. Bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 5-4 lead for the Hamilton West Hornets. It's Daniel Tazi back out there on the mound. For his third inning of work, Tazi allowed the tying run off the bat of Aiden Crowley. RBI triple with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th from Crowley to send this game to extras, and then Tazi led things off in the bottom of the 8th with a solo home run to left center. Now Tazi trying to close it out once again. Top of the order due up, though, for the Lawrence Cardinals. It's Deacon Moore, Drew Dobkin, and Aiden Poot. Deacon Moore's reached base 3 times today, a single in the 2nd, a walk in the 4th, and he was hit by a pitch in the 6th. First pitch swinging is Moore, and he fouls that one away. A.J. Madalena started this game on the mound for the Hornets. He went 4 2/3 innings, threw over 100 pitches. He allowed 3 runs. Tazi allowing that tying run in the 7th, but gets new life from his bat. This one a towering pop-up. Will it stay in play? Zuccarello giving it a look. It's rolling around, and he can't get to the spot. Wind still swirling here. Seen a couple of fly balls give fielders troubles today. Goes down for strike number 2. Tazi delivers, swing and a miss. He gets Deacon Moore to chase through that one. And a big out number 1. Second strikeout of the day for Deacon Moore. And now Drew Dobkin steps in. Dobkin loses the bat. Look out, as Aiden Poot's got to get out of the way. Looks like he's all right. He puts his hand on his chest saying, oh my goodness. Usually you got to look out for foul balls, but Aiden Poot with a smile on his face, nearly taking a metal bat to the chest. 0-1 breaking ball that doesn't break for Tazi. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss as Tazi's working quickly. And he's ahead on another batter, 1-2. Got Deacon Moore to strike out swinging on a 1-2 pitch last at bat. 1-2 misses low to Dobkin. Dobkin hitless today. 2-2. Hitless no longer as he pokes that one into center field for a base knock. Dobkin aboard at first. And we have a courtesy runner coming out. It's Ethan Graham. So Ethan Graham representing the tying run at first base after Dobkin reaches on a single. First pitch to Aiden Poot misses high. This one shot opposite way, down into right field, base hit. They'll hold up Graham at second. Poot aboard with his first hit of the day. Now the cleanup man, Teak Toto, steps in. Teak Toto is 0 for 3. Struck out twice, reached base on a walk. Flew out last time up to end things in the 6th. He sings and gives this one a drive to deep right center field. Chasing, and it's going to get down. Graham being followed closely by Aiden Poot. Graham coming in to score. Poot following, and it's a walk-off triple off the bat of Teak Toto. And the Lawrence Cardinals win it against the Hamilton West Hornets. Frustration from the side of the Hamilton West Hornets. They were down 3-0 in this game, took the lead twice. But in the end, it's the Lawrence Cardinals off the bat of Teak Toto, who was 0 for 3 coming into that at-bat. Hammers one to right center field to drive in 2, and that second one being the winning run, as the Lawrence Cardinals grab a 6-5 walk-off victory. And heartbreak for the Hamilton West Hornets, but what a game in the early portions of this CVC schedule. It's a 6-5 win for the Lawrence Cardinals. And we'll be back to wrap things up momentarily here on the WBCB Sports Network.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here at Lawrence High School on the WBCB Sports Network, and a 6-5 walk-off victory for Lawrence as they led it 3-0. West came back to lead it 4-3. The Cardinals tied it up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Hornets regained the lead in the top of the 8th, but then it's Teak Toto who's going to be our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, driving a 2-run triple into right center field to win it and walk things off for the Lawrence Cardinals as Lawrence improves to 3-1 on the season. West drops to 1-2. And that'll do it for us here on the WBCB Sports Network. A big thank you to our sponsors, Team Toyota, Kessel Dermatology, Capital Health System, Your Restaurant, Hamilton Township School District, New Jersey Education Association, Salt Funeral Homes, the Hamilton Township Division of Health, Jammer Doors, Haldeman Ford, Blend Restaurant, the Hamilton Township Education Association, the Trentonian, the Trenton Thunder, the Italian People's Bakery, and Hyundai of Trenton. For our entire crew at the WBCB Sports Network, our camera operator, Ethan Maldonado, our video engineer, Brandon O'Neill, the soon-to-be Steiner Hall of Famer, Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers. Signing off from Lawrence High School, once again, your final score, the Cardinals winning it 6-5 in walk-off action over the Hamilton West Hornets. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.